So let's begin the broadcast with some breaking inputs coming in, and this is in connection to Tarun Tejpal. We're given to understand that there's a big setback for the former Tehelka Editor-in-Chief Tarun Tejpal in the top court. The top court has directed Tejpal to surrender within 2 weeks, making it clear that his appeal will be heard only after he complies with the order. Tejpal has also been directed to submit his surrender certificate by the 22nd of September. In the latest development as far as this long-running legal battle is concerned, remember the Bombay High Court convicted Tarun Tejpal, overturning the trial court's order of acquitting him. He was also imprisoned, sentenced to 10 years of imprisonment. That is what he had challenged. Tarun Tejpal had challenged in the Supreme Court. Let's go across to our legal editor Harish Nair, who's getting us more details. Tarun Tejpal was looking for relief from the top court. The top court has said, first surrender and also then submit your surrender certificate.
Yes, that's right, Swati. A big setback for Tarun Tejpal as the Supreme Court has asked him to surrender within 2 weeks, that is around September 7th or 8th, and only then his appeal challenging the 10-year jail term awarded by the Bombay High Court Goa bench by setting aside the trial court judgment is concerned. So the big takeaway is that Tarun Tejpal has to surrender before his appeal filed in the Supreme Court is heard. Solicitor General Tushar Mehta had vehemently argued before the Supreme Court that till Tarun Tejpal produces the surrender certificate or the Supreme Court exempts him from surrendering, his appeal should not be heard. But Kapil Sibal and Aman Lekhi, senior advocates appearing for Tarun Tejpal, had argued that the Bombay High Court had anyways given him time till 4th. Before that, the Supreme Court can hear and dispose of his appeal. He did not surrender. But the Supreme Court upholding the arguments put forth by Solicitor General Tushar Mehta that Tarun Tejpal must produce the surrender certificate and only then his appeal can be heard. So now today the Supreme Court has directed Tarun Tejpal to surrender within 2 weeks and produce the surrender certificate at least by September 22nd, and only after that his appeal against the 10-year sentence given by the Bombay High Court
so, Harish,
will be
his
heard.
plea for exemption from surrender has not been accepted. Instead, the Supreme Court has told him to surrender within 2 weeks and also submit a surrender certificate. Now, Harish, the Goa government had also approached the top court seeking enhancement of the sentence that has been given to Tarun Tejpal, which is 10 years.
Yes, that's right, Swati. Now, Tarun Tejpal's appeal and the petition filed by the Goa government seeking enhancement of Tarun Tejpal's sentence from the present 10 years will be heard together. Remember, Solicitor General Tushar Mehta had told the Supreme Court that the High Court had not considered the nature and gravity of the offence he committed before awarding him just a 10-year sentence, and he deserved a life imprisonment in this particular case. But Tarun Tejpal on his part has argued that he was a victim of political conspiracy, just like Umar Khalid and Sharjeel Imam, and also had cited CCTV footage says that he says going on to say that he is innocent.
Right.
And also remember he had questioned the character of the victim girl even before a lower court, also before the High Court. So we'll have to wait and watch.
Well, the Bombay High Court has come down heavily against that particular order of the trial court exonerating Tarun Tejpal, and overturning that, Tarun Tejpal was convicted, held guilty by the Bombay High Court. Thank you very much, Harish, for getting us the details. We're moving on now, shifting our focus to breaking inputs coming in from Gurugram, where incessant rainfall has led to massive water logging across the city. And there are some interesting visuals coming in. What you see on your screen is not, in fact, a pond. This is a waterlogged area, a waterlogged stretch in Gurugram, where you can see children swimming and playing. A waterlogged stretch in Gurugram. We'll also try and connect with our reporters to get you more details. There are several such visuals that have come in from Gurugram, where multiple questions are now being raised on the infrastructure collapse as far as Gurugram is concerned, which often is projected as a corporate hub where you have houses that cost more than 50 crores. Let me go across to Sabyasachi for more on that. Sabyasachi, there are these visuals that keep coming every single time there is heavy rainfall, because the situation in Gurugram remains the same. It gets completely waterlogged. And these visuals, in fact, give you a glimpse of how the city is submerged.
Well, absolutely, Swati. See, every single year the pictures from Gurugram are the same, where the residents say that they spend crores and crores of rupees in buying flats or villas in Gurugram. But when it comes to the basic amenities or the infrastructure of Gurugram, it has failed massively. Yesterday also we saw that how 9 school buses were stranded at Shubhas Chowk, where more than 300 school children were stranded for more than 2 hours. And during these 2 hours, neither the police nor the administration could be seen. In fact, it was the parents who had formed the human chain to rescue their children. Now, today morning also pictures from Gurugram were coming in, where after rain the pictures were same, where vehicles have been stranded. There is water logging in different parts of the city. But the citizens of Gurugram has got some relief, because it's been 2-3 hours that it hasn't been raining. Now the sun has come out. But the larger question remains that how long will this continue? Now some of the residents in fact have given up hope, saying that this is not going to get better. In fact, some of them even are thinking about the option of leaving Gurugram and moving to a different city like Noida, where things are relatively better in comparison to Gurugram. So clearly the citizens are frustrated that year after year they have to deal with the same problem. And
absolutely, people are paying massive taxes. The cost of living keeps increasing. And then this is what you get in the name of infrastructure and amenities. And that's the reason why these questions are today being asked. That's the reason why you see anger and frustration on part of people living in the city of Gurugram. Thank you very much, Sabyasachi, for getting us the details. So Gurugram is also known as the Millennium City, where it is often projected as one of the biggest corporate hubs that it is. High-rise towers, glass towers, luxurious apartments that cost anywhere from 50 crore rupees and above. There's no limit. Sky's the limit when it comes to real estate in Gurugram. But then just 70 to 75 mm of rainfall, which was recorded, was enough to bring the entire city to a complete standstill, throwing normal life out of gear. And the most disturbing visuals were the ones where you could see school buses stuck, stranded in flooded streets, children crying, waiting for someone to pick them up, and parents, of course, had their own, struggle reaching that spot in order to pick their child to take them back home safely. And Sabyasachi, my colleague, has in fact filed a report from that place where 9 school buses got stuck because of waterlogging. Take a look.
Yesterday we saw heart-wrenching videos from Gurugram, where the children were stranded for more than 2 hours because of waterlogging situation here in Gurugram, which year after year remains the same. Now we had seen pictures of parents who had reached to rescue their children. In fact, in several videos and pictures, they had formed human chain to save their children from the situation. Now I am being joined by some of the parents who were there, who formed the human chain to rescue their children from the spot. Ma'am, first of all, your name?
My name is Meetu. My daughter studies in Heritage School in Gurgaon, and her bus was one of the buses that was stranded near Subhash Chowk.
Ma'am, it was horrifying to see the pictures where small children were crying.
Yeah.
Now, as a parent, what time did you get to know that the bus was stranded? Did you receive any sort of communication from the school side that the bus has been stuck for so many minutes or hours? Please come over there.
No, there was no communication from the school. There's a tracker, there's an app. And I was checking that app, and after half an hour, 45 minutes, I figured that the bus was not moving. And so I called the driver. The driver, conductor, whoever picked, he mentioned that we are stuck. There's a bus that is broken down right in front of us, and there is no way we can move ahead. We cannot also go back, so I think we'll be here for 4-5 hours is what he mentioned. Then I said, what do we do? He says, I don't know, even we don't know. There was no communication from the school, so we thought we'll go there. But how to go there? It was like water was waist till waist level at some locations, and it's all dug up because of the metro work. So how do we go there? So I anyway went, because what do? You can't leave the kids there, right? So I was about to fall twice, by the way, at 2 locations. But good civilians helped me, and they showed me the way. One of the bus drivers even asked me to hold his shoulder, that I'll take you. And from where he took me, there was water till waist. Right, and because of the dug up road and the electricity wires, it was risky, sir. So yes, so we reached after 20 minutes. I reached after 20 minutes. Rocky and Sunny came from the other direction, is how we reached the bus. Right.
Ma'am, approximately as per you, how many students were there? Around, as per reports, there were 300 students who were stranded at that time. Now, we have seen that there was no person from the administration or there was no person from the police who was present out there. It was all the parents who formed a human chain, and they were rescuing their children.
Yes, that's correct. There was not even a single traffic police personnel there. There is Sadar police station right bank opposite where these buses were stranded for 1 hour. Why did not anybody come there? The human chain you see, he is a part of that chain, I am the part of that chain. Why were we navigating? Why was there no administrative staff there, police cops there telling us, take this, don't fall, you can fall here or whatever? Where were they? My question is, where were they? We have enough traffic police, sir. They come when they have to cut challan, right? Where were they? Why were they not there?
And it's not for the first.
So imagine the plight of these parents, desperately trying, wading through flooded streets to reach the spot where their children were stuck. Their buses, school buses, were stranded because of waterlogging, because of the flooded streets. There's another set of visuals, and these ones are coming in from outside Magnolias. Now, even if you don't live in Gurugram, you must have heard about this residential address, which is one of the most exclusive and expensive residential addresses as far as Gurugram is concerned. So inside the gates, you have apartments worth crores of rupees, and outside the gates, the roads are not visible. They're not visible because they're submerged under water. Take a look at this report.
I think I saw this note coming up on our group, which is called GRAP, which is the Gurgaon Residents Against Pollution. First reaction was, where is the police? And I immediately took that, put it on X, and there have been a score of responses of shock, alarm and concern from parents from right across Gurgaon. In a situation where small kids are involved, when there was already an orange alert by the meteorology department, there should have been clear instructions to the school, to the police and to the various authorities on what needs to be done on all school routes. And that has not happened. While Gurgaon has started gearing itself towards a drainage system which was completely broken down, some which did not exist at all, they've started moving towards repairing it, improving it, adding to it. I don't think that the administration has yet managed to work on a disaster management mode.
Well, Gurugram is often marketed and projected as India's premier corporate and residential destination. Yet, just after one spell of monsoon, there are advisories issued asking people to work from home, to study from home, to not step out if it's not absolutely necessary, and you have waterlogged streets. Children get stuck stranded in flooded areas. That's the reality of Gurugram at this point of time. Now, this has led to a massive political face-off, with the Congress party hitting out at the Chief Minister, asking, is this the kind of infrastructure that you've offered? And what happened to the crores of rupees that you said you've spent on developing Gurugram?
I think they'll blame Nehruji for this. When last time they were fighting with the AAP, they were saying all these things. See that long, still water is locked here. I mean, this is the reality. You saw that Unnao highway, Within hours it was washed away. This government is only good in paying money and making a propaganda, self-glorifying, self-claim. Ground reality, I invite your team to come to the UP. I invite your team to come to my constituency. And you see the condition.
Let's move on now. Let's shift our focus to the other big story that we are tracking. And there are a couple of questions that everyone is asking. What is the point of conviction in a rape case if the convict keeps on getting paroles and furloughs every few weeks? Who is mocking the system? How is this being allowed? And will the same furloughs and paroles be granted to any other criminal who has been convicted in such a serious crime? Those questions are now being asked because Gurmeet Ram Rahim is once again out on a parole. Remember, he's serving 20 years. That was the sentence that was pronounced for Gurmeet Ram Rahim after he was convicted in a rape case. But this is the 17th time that he has walked out of jail, the 17th time that he has been allowed to walk out of the jail since 2020. And there's a long list of furloughs and paroles that have been given to Gurmeet Ram Rahim. Let's go across to Manoj, who's getting us more details. Manoj, 17वीं बार ये हो रहा है कि गुरमीत राम रहीम जेल से बाहर निकला और एक बहुत बड़ा कॉन्वॉय उसके साथ जाता हुआ दिखा. सवाल लोग ये पूछ रहे हैं कि क्या सिस्टम का मजाक उड़ाया जा रहा है कि किसी और कैदी को जिसको कि रेप जैसे केस में कन्विक्ट किया गया हो, दोषी पाया गया हो, क्या उसे भी इतने फर्लोज और परोल्स मिलते हैं?
जी बिल्कुल, बड़ा सवाल यही है कि इतने जघन्य अपराधों में जिसको दोषी करार दिया गया हो और जितने संगीन आरोप लगे हैं, चाहे वो रेप केसेस हो, मर्डर के मामले हो या दूसरे मामले हो, और उसके बावजूद लगातार रेगुलर इंटरवल्स पर उनको पैरोल और फरलो मिल रही है, तो ये अपने आप में सवाल खड़ा करता है और इसका विरोध भी होने लगा. हमने देखा कि किस तरीके से शिरोमणि गुरुद्वारा प्रबंधक कमेटी, जो कि सिखों की सर्वोच्च संस्था है, उसने कई सवाल खड़े किए और कहा है कि एक तरफ तो राम रहीम है जिसको लगातार पैरोल और फरलो मिलती है, लेकिन दूसरी तरफ जो सिख कैदी हैं जो अपनी सजा पूरी कर चुके हैं उनको पैरोल तक नहीं मिल रही है, ना ही उनको रिहा किया जा रहा है. इसी तरीके से आम आदमी पार्टी ने भी इसका विरोध किया है. ब्रह्मशंकर जिम्पा जो कि पूर्व मंत्री हैं, उन्होंने भी इसका विरोध किया है. तो लगातार सवाल उठते रहे हैं, लेकिन हरियाणा सरकार का इस पर यही कहना है कि जो नियम है, जेल मैनुअल है, उसके आधार पर पैरोल और फरलो दी जाती है. लेकिन कितने ऐसे और कैदी हैं जो इसी तरीके से संगीन अपराधों के तहत सजा काट रहे हैं?
बिल्कुल मनोज, सवाल यही है कि क्या बाकी जो कैदी हैं उनको भी इस तरह का रिलीफ मिलता है या केवल ये स्पेशल रिलीफ गुरमीत राम रहीम के लिए? दिस इज द 17th time, viewers, since 2020 that Gurmeet Ram Rahim has been given a parole and he's walked out of jail on that parole. Now, questions are being asked of the government in Haryana. There's a political face-off which is intensifying now. Congress party is saying that the government of Haryana is responsible for this. The administration is responsible for this. BJP is being called rapist-friendly party by the Congress, saying that this party is shedding crocodile tears when it comes to women empowerment.
Why so much love and affection with the rapist? Why so much respect they have with the rapist? Somewhere they'll guard them, somewhere they'll praise them. When a recently cabinet minister praised a rapist, and this says "Beti bachao, Beti badhao," and the rapists are being worshipped. And if you go to his, I'm told if you go to his Ram Rahim, this ashram, you would see all kind of big sort of BJP lying there. So this is the real picture of Bharatiya Janata Party government.
सवाल यही है कि राम रहीम को 17वीं बार पैरोल मिल जाती है. आखिर क्यों मिलती है? क्या सिर्फ इसलिए मिलती है कि हरियाणा सरकार को उनसे कहीं न कहीं फायदा मिलता है, उनकी वोट बैंक साधने में वो मदद करते हैं? दूसरे किसी को तो पैरोल नहीं देते हैं. ये अभी कोई अपने किसी की डेथ हो जाए उसमें पैरोल मांगने जाए तो पैरोल नहीं देते हैं. ये बिल्कुल नियमों का उल्लंघन है और घोर उल्लंघन है. हम उम्मीद करते हैं हाई कोर्ट, सुप्रीम कोर्ट इसमें इंटरवीन करे और सरकार को इस बात के लिए रोके कि इस तरह के अनर्गल पैरोल नहीं दिया जाना चाहिए.
Moving on now and shifting our focus to the state of Karnataka, we have some breaking inputs coming in on the broadcast, and we are given to understand, according to our sources, that the governor has sought the advice of the cabinet when it comes to prosecution demand of B. Nagendra. We'll also try and connect with our reporters. I believe Imran is there with us on the broadcast. Imran, if you can hear me, we've heard the BJP demand that B. Nagendra should be removed from the cabinet, that he should be sacked. The Congress party is, of course, defending B. Nagendra. Now, the governor has had to intervene, is what we're given to understand. The governor has sought the cabinet's advice.
Oh, absolutely. In fact, the CBI had returned for prosecution against B. Nagendra, and the process was to seek governor's approval. Governor has sought more details about it from the government about it. What we know from the government sources is that they have transferred the matter to the law department to give a much more clarity on this particular issue. So the governor's office has sought more details over the Minister Nagendra from the Chief Secretary of Karnataka government.
All right, Imran, do stay on with us. We have more breaking inputs coming in on the broadcast, and there is a fresh political row in the state of Karnataka, and this is over the proposed Parks Amendment Bill. So, Shobha Karandlaje has written to the governor, urging him to withhold assent to the legislation. Karandlaje has alleged that the bill dilutes existing safeguards for public parks and warned against what she calls an arbitrary dilution of protections. Imran continues to be with us on the broadcast. Imran, do share more details.
The government building, which will be decided by a high empowered committee, which will be settled by the same government. But this is over this issue. The BJP has taken up arms, saying that the government is going after the green parks and the greenery of the Bangalore. Hence, they are opposing it. And in fact, Union Minister Shobha Karandlaje also met the governor over this issue, saying not to give nod to that bill, which has been passed by the assembly there.
All right, Imran, thank you very much for getting us the details. With that, it's a wrap on Newzify. We have a lot more lined up on the other side. Stay on with us.